Okay, it's time for us to cheat the system, beat the system, do something with the system in July. That was the best intro I could think of on such short notice. Greetings, fellow Vita fans. This is James with PS Vita at 2 a.m. coming at you once again. Blah, 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 blah. PS Vita. If you love it, don't forget to subscribe and all that jazz. So today we're going to be talking about Homebrew. Delicious, nutritious Homebrew. I don't know if it's nutritious or not, but I gotta hype it up somehow. So, keeping that in mind, here is all of the PS Vita Homebrew news that I could find for you all since the previous video. Now, for the month of July, 2022. We're going to be like beating the heat or something, which is really weird because, you know, playing video games is kind of more of an indoor thing. But we have a handheld, so we can do it on the beach too. Here is the first tidbit of news. And it's kind of funny that I had mentioned cheating at the beginning of the video because that's exactly what this next topic is going to be about. You dirty, dirty cheaters. For those of you who like to do so, there is a new release on the PS Vita called Apollo Save Tool. It's actually pretty cool, especially for those of you out there who like to create their own codes and or import them as cheats. And the topic opener of this post said that they still have some codes and cheats to convert and import into Apollo, so a bunch of additional codes will show up in the next version, which, judging from the way things go previously in the homebrew scene, will probably already be up by the time you see this video. That's how fast these guys work. And if you're curious about what cheats are included with Apollo, check out the following list right now. Don't forget to pause the screen. So if cheating is not quite your thing, you dirty, dirty person, then how does a new visual novel on the PS Vita sound to you? This is called Love at First Sight, and when it says sight, boy, are they not kidding. Here's a glimpse of the main character right here. And before we all click off the video, due to the sheer terror of this image, let's find out what this game is all about. Aside from it obviously making it a lot easier for us to go to the restroom. After falling in love at first sight with the shy Sachi Usui, an injury-ridden, single-eyed high school girl, completely normal, the protagonist tries to win over her lonely and isolated heart. I guess he has a thing for women with big eyes. Heck, this is anime, so we all do really deep down inside. A pure, heartwarming romance game where the apple of your eye only has one eye. Wow, even the game isn't taking itself very seriously. Nice fourth wall breaking joke there, though. So I will admit, you know, all jokes aside here, it seems like it might have a pretty heartwarming story based on that info alone. And it's also interesting to note here that it has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. Plus, I got a feeling it's gonna have a positive message. It just looks like one of those games. So, this might be a visual novel just worth keeping an eye on. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Okay, next game. Okay, and now for some really exciting news here that gets me really excited. The man himself, Rin, is working on a new project at bringing Fahrenheit, which was originally on the PS2, to the PS Vita, an actual, you know, PS Vita port. Now, it's kind of funny how this excites me because I've actually never had a chance to play this game. Boo! If memory serves me correct, this is under the same developers who made Heavy Rain. And because I absolutely loved Heavy Rain back in the day, I really wanted to go back and try Fahrenheit. And now it looks like we'll have a perfect chance to do so on our Vitas. So Fahrenheit is an action-adventure game played from a third to first-person perspective. The main controllable characters are Lucas Kane, a man supernaturally possessed into committing murder, as some people tend to do, I guess, in a world such as this, and a New York City police detective, Carla Valente, and Tyler Miles, who pursue him. And I guess we can assume that shenaniganry will follow. And probably a lot of people are gonna die, so stay tuned for more information regarding this upcoming port. Hey, y'all want some hot coffee in GTA? If you ever played the games, then I'm sure you'll probably know where I'm going with this one. Yep, somebody has recreated or re-unearthed the hot coffee mod for GTA. Things are about to get a little spicy up in here. So for those who don't know, hot coffee is the unofficial name for a minigame in the 2004 action-adventure game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Because you see, in the unmodified game, Carl takes his girlfriend to her front door as she asks him if he would like to come in for some coffee. Ooh. Hey, I've watched enough pornos here to know where this is going. If the player agrees, the camera stays outside, swaying back and forth a bit while moaning sounds are heard, with various comments from Carl and his girlfriend. Oh, 2004, you did not disappoint. And, you know, it's left up to the imagination just what the heck is going on in there. Well, with the hot coffee mod uncoffied, you can now see what was going on in there in the form of a a sex minigame. The minigame was originally disabled from the game before its release, but not actually removed, so hackers were able to find the source code in the game and uncover it. And so if you ever wanted to get it on in GTA San Andreas, well, now you can. And honestly, who wouldn't want to do that? Sometimes we all just need a little bit of booty. So for this next bit of news, I'm really excited that this is finally being continued on. What the heck am I talking about, you may ask? I don't know. You see, there is an individual who is has been working on, a new port on the Vita, and their name is Smile Tech Apps. And as hard as this may be to believe, they are working on a brand new Tomb Raider game for the PS Vita, appropriately titled Veda Raider. Seems like it's kind of becoming a running gag here, of having developers inserting the word Vita into random games. Works for me though. Now, as I mentioned before, this is a project they started on back, I want to say in 2021 if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably mistaken. And from what we do know, they ended up losing the game backups a few months ago as the system crashed, so they had to start from scratch and are basically rebuilding the game once again from the very beginning. Gotta give a big kudos there for your passion, man. And according to this individual, it looks like the Tomb Raider lookalike game Veda Raider will be arriving on the PS Vita very soon. So I'll certainly keep you up to date on any developments with it. No hot coffee mod though for Laura, so that's not going to be a thing, unfortunately. One can dream though. Okay, so for this next topic here, I think is going to interest a lot of you out there, especially those of you who love to use RetroArch to play classic arcade games on, and thus get violent. You know how violence is on this channel, it's oh so sweet. Wait, what were we talking about again? Oh yeah, it is called FBA Light. It's an emulator that's been around a while, and it can run CPS3 games on it. And the biggest buzz that is going around the internet as of late regarding this is that it's able to play such games as the Street Fighter 3 series much faster on the Vita compared to other such emulators. Now, it's not 100% perfect just as of yet. While it can get close to 60 frames per second with certain games, it's not going to be that way quite just yet with all of them. And you will experience some graphical glitches and hiccups every now and then, but heck, it's just great to know that emulation on the PS Vita is just coming further and further along as time progresses. And what a powerhouse this little handheld is becoming more and more. And soon enough, there will come a time where I'll be able to get my butt kicked at 60 frames per second. Special thanks to Jesse Martinez for bringing this to my attention. And thus, that will conclude all of the homebrew news I could find for you for the beginning of July 2022. Tell me, was there something I missed? Please let me know if there is something I have yet to talk about when it comes to homebrew news down in the comment section below, and maybe you'll see that topic in a future segment. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. This video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous supporters who help make this content possible, so a huge thank you goes out to Mishuga360, Bushin Ryu Cat, Berserker Games, Milk Sama, Shin Snake, Neo Arashi, Ellen Iwazu, Reiko Star, Zicrito, Matt Fox, B Mystery, Catherine.uk, Airkick72, Makis Blob, Rendi Azadech, Hero Acer, BMF, Phantom XRS, Gutter Drums, Adam Sony, Claimer Malarkey, Saul Ramirez, Hemdall Imbert, PS Vita S, VG Legends, Kyle Brooks, Richard Cruz, Jared Haddo, JR, Joseph Shavak, Kevin Enright, Silica, Jelle, Heston Joseph, Per Sterner, H-Hitter, Crazy Cat, Adam Thury, Wendy K, Michael O'Connor, Rodrigo Vera, Sculpture Tugel TCG, David Ray, Buzz Sayan, Hector Gonzalez, Franz Hartle, Chris Foxhound, Razel Pliskin, Kayonko, Oridri, 1488 Dental, Burzin Mystery, No Good, Azumara, Juan M. Hermosillo, Lacerated 87, Nintendo Switch at 2 a.m., Eric DeWitt, Donut Valley, Tasha Monty, Starlight Mirror, Ricardo Martinez, Mazgus, PSP Guru, Dr. Super Artie, Matt Hargett, Jamie, and Sabin Fire. And a special thank you to Michael Marchand and Blaine Locklear for the recent outside donation. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and gaining access to a number of perks, including having your name featured on the end credits of these videos, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that can be provided too, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do this down there. Can't support in this manner? don't worry about it. I also have some affiliate links from both Amazon and PlayAsia for anyone who is interested in purchasing something from them. Basically, the way it works is so long as you use one of those links to just access their website, then anything you purchase afterwards, a small commission will go to help support this content at no extra cost to you, the consumer. I also have channel merchandise available, and of course, as always, likes and shares can help equally as much. Wait a second. Is a hot coffee mod possible for Tomb Raider on the PS Vita? Looks like I got some emails to send.